Damn wind. Hey guys, Jake from Evolving Daily, and remember that tree. Nothing special about it, just a big, decent sized tree. And don't look at my housekeeping skills, because we're tinkering on shit. We're gonna move indoors because it's winter and shit outside. And I don't want to hear people in the comments bitching because the free content that they get isn't good enough. I guess I could have just said, hey guys, imagine a good sized tree. Anywho, I splashed in the creek a little more than I thought I would. A little cold. Had to let the fire burn out. For a future video, I'll show you in just probably the next one I upload. Yeah, smoke cigarettes, get over it. Alright, to the point. Think about a tree, like 18, 24 inches across the bottom, 40-foot tall tree or whatever. What is it worth to you? Think about it. Like, what do you think that's worth? So to some people, that tree is worth millions of dollars. That tree can never be cut down, can't never be timbered, can't never be sold, ever. Because great-grandma and papa carved their names in that when they first bought this land, and that's a property corner, and to some people, you can never cut that tree, even if it's dying. It's worth millions of dollars. To some people, that tree, they would pay big money to get that tree cut. Maybe it's above their house and it could fall, or there's a limb hanging over, or it's just an eyesore. So they would pay somebody a few $100s to cut it down and get it out of there. So at the worst, we're at a few $100. Let's say $300. I don't know. To get it cut down and hauled out. To some people, they take it or leave it. Just they go out there and cut it down, whatever. To some guys, I would fall more in this category. It's firewood. Especially if it's starting to die and getting a little sickly. Cut that thing down, split it up. So these are going to be made up numbers. They're not going to be exact. Someone's going to be exaggerated, but to me, in firewood, that thing's worth like $10. Because I got to have labor to cut it down, like myself, the time. Cut it down, split it up, stack it, let it dry, blah, 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 blah. $10, whatever. To some people, you cut the thing down, saw it into board lumber, maybe it's worth $50, $100. Let's say 50. Say saw it into board lumber and just build a shed with it, or just sell it as rough cut. To some people, they'd have it timbered. Maybe it brings $100 because they get good dimensional lumber out of it. They can cut it better. They can cut slabs, and then whatever. Say it's $100 to a timberman. Some people could take that tree, cut it down, make the lumber out of it, and make furniture out of it. Maybe now it's worth $200-300. Somebody could cut that exact same tree that person number one paid $300 to get it cut, so it didn't destroy their house. Somebody on the other end could cut that thing down and maybe take each little, like, 4-inch by 1-inch by 1-inch little chunk, cut that thing into thousands of pieces, and like whittle something out of it and sell each one for $5. Somebody could cut it down and make artisanal, handmade, sold on Etsy chess sets. You know, they carve out little bishops and blah, blah, blah. Thousands and thousands of dollars. You know, if you take each little piece, so let's say they carve a fucking bird out of it, whatever. It's hand carved. Like, to me, if somebody had, here, I'll say this wooden pin that looks real cool and it's turned on a lathe and it's pretty cool. I'll give you like $20 for that. If that wood came from the county that I live in, or even better, the property that I'm on, I'd pay double or triple the price, because that's like the sentimental of, hey, that I actually did that as Christmas presents not too long ago. The house that my grandpa built, I took an old piece of, you guys don't care, I took an old piece of wood, sent it off, they made it into pins with each family member's name on it. I thought that was pretty cool. But something like that, I'd pay pretty big money. So if you could say, hey, this was cut in your county, a tree that stood on this stretch of property, and I made chess sets or carved hummingbirds or whatever you made out of it, that tree right there could be worth thousands of dollars. So pay $300, worth thousands. Well, a better example for the guys who you could make knife scales. Maybe that's has burley maple or, I don't know all that nonsense. But yeah. And like, there's a whole lot more. It obviously gets deeper. The nut tree's worth -300 or 4,000. Like, don't just judge something at face value, because a lot of times that face value is based off one way to use it. Yeah, just something to, I don't know, pontificate. Just because you see something worth, and it could be people. Like, what's the old saying? If you judged a fish based off his ability to climb a tree, then that fish would be useless, or whatever. It's like, some people aren't good test takers. That's another video that's going to come up here soon. That's probably going to be on the podcast topic. More for less podcast. I know you fuckers ain't downloading it because I've seen the download numbers. There's a lot more gun stuff and mindset stuff on there than what you may think. Yeah. Roll it over in your head. Yeah, these are going to kill me. It'll be okay. It'll be alright. Determine the different values of stuff. Be prepared to thrive while others survive. Thanks.